Thomas Friedman defined globalization as the interweaving of markets, technology, information systems, and telecommunication systems in a way that is shrinking the world from a size medium to a size small, and enabling each of us to reach around the world farther, faster, deeper, and cheaper than ever before, and enabling the world to reach into each of us farther, faster, deeper, cheaper than ever before. He put a name to represent our ability to gain access to ideas from anywhere at any time. In his explanation, Friedman explains the action of spreading information and puts it into perspective. The easier it is to seek information about ideas, the smaller our world becomes due to its lack of mystery and what is the unknown. Events in history poses an obstacle for globalization to grow, but on the other hand, many help too. When analyzing the impact of events on globalization, one can see the effortless act of globalization striving to come through. The Industrial Revolution, the Cold War, imperialism, and Zionism are a few examples of events in history that have helped globalization prosper throughout the world. Broadening and globalizing the world comes hand in hand with better understanding and comprehension of information at a faster rate. This time period served as a stepping stool for the new world that people were about to delve into. New inventions were being created during the Industrial Revolution that paved the way for better technology and more knowledge to be spread around about how a certain task could be completed faster than it was. People started inventing new ways of transportation, machines to work with, and places to live that would advance them in labor. Transportation was made to deliver merchandise faster, deliver greater amounts of merchandise, spread merchandise around the world, and to transport people from place to place in a more rapid manner. Machines were made to speed up labor processes and led to division labor, which sped up how fast making one thing was done because each person focused on only one thing. People started moving away from small towns and villages to big cities in order to get better jobs and in order to be closer to work. The Industrial Revolution opened doors for people and taught them how to do different endeavors more efficiently and more quickly. The Cold War directly ties to the Industrial Revolution. During the Cold War, at the time of the Berlin Wall's collapse, Germany was very closed-minded. Before the collapse, Germany was not open to many softwares and new technologies. It was not until after the collapse that people were open to new ideas and came up with the Windows software.
In a wonderful accident of dates, the Berlin Wall fell on 11/11, November 9th, 1980. And I call this first flattener, these are my 10 flatteners, when the walls came down and the windows came up. Because the Windows operating system 3.0, breakthrough system, shipped 5 months after the fall of the Berlin Wall. So both these events happened at the same time. The wall came down and the windows came up. Now why was that such an important fact? Well, the fall of the wall was a hugely important flattener because it allowed us to look at and think of the world for the first time as a single flat plane.
The wall was thought of as a physical and a symbolic barrier. It physically posed as a barrier because of its governmental use as a border to split Germany to east and west. Along with the united country came an opportunity for new development. Imperialism was a strong force behind globalization. Imperialism was split into 4 main sections: sphere of influence, economic, protectorate, and colony. Sphere of influence, the form in which an area of an outside government takes control of individual investments or trading benefits of a specific place. Economic, the form in which an independent but less developed country controls individual business interests rather than big governments. Protectorate, the form in which a country or territory with its own native government is under the control of an outside government. Colony, the form in which a country or a territory is governed fully by an outside government. Forms of imperialism helped the world succeed and excel in communication and mixing cultures. Different groups of people were able to come together as one and form new communities to minimize the size of the world. Zionism was also a factor for enhancing globalization throughout the world. Zionism gave people a commonality. It is like liberal nationalism. It united colonies to big countries. Zionism did this by taking many groups of Jewish believers and united them as one whole people. Zionism is also like imperialism. The goal for imperialism is to mix different cultures through government and control to bring them together as one. Zionism's goal was to take different groups of the religion and unite them under one land. This allows the Jewish religion to spread throughout the world.